Hello again. Here we are on part three of food packaging sharing, the last part for this topic. And we are on the second last point of this topic, which is the steps that can be referred to when you want to design or choose for your packaging of your food products. So the first one is first step is you have to define the food properties, physical and its chemical compositions. You have to assess aspects like moisture content, fat content, acidity, perishability, and sensitivity to the environmental factors, so such as the light, the oxygen, and the temperature. And having said this, this also includes the handling requirements. You have to determine the food's vulnerability to the physical damage, to the spoilage and the contamination. So first, define the food properties. Second step is to define the package technical and functional requirements. And these are like the barrier properties. You have to calculate and specify the requirements for protection against oxygen, moisture, light, and other environmental factors. So you have to also calculate all the durability and strength, such as the mechanical strength that needed for the protection during the transportation and handling. And as well as you have to consider usability feature like the ease of opening or resealability, the portion control, and the convenience in use. The third step is to define the package marketing and design requirement. These are things like brand consistency, aesthetic appeal, and the target market considerations. So you have to tailor your packaging according to this targeted marketing group. Step four, you have to identify the legal and regulatory requirements. I think we have talked a lot about this requirement by the legal part, such as the food safety compliance, the labeling requirements or regulations, as well as the environmental regulations. Bear in mind, different countries might have different standards. Actually, they have different standards or regulatory that you have to comply to. Step five, you have to select potential package design and materials. This is especially true for the production. Sorry, this is true for the material selection based on barrier property, durability, cost, and environmental impact, and the design prototyping to create prototypes to visualize the packaging and test its durability or the functionality. Step six is to establish feasibility of packaging. This is based on its equipment as well as materials. You have to check the production capability, have to assess if the existing production equipment can handle the new packaging format or if new investment are needed, and the material availability to ensure the selected materials are readily available and sustainable for consistent supply. And step seven, you have to estimate the time and cost constraint. These are the budgeting and the time pipeline. So in terms of the budgeting, determine the cost implications of the packaging design, including materials, productions, and potential waste that could happen. And in terms of the timeline, we have to establish the timelines for design, prototyping, testing, rollout, and consider market launch dates. And step eight, finally, you have to do a shelf life testing and market testing. Shelf life assessment, you have to conduct tests to determine how well the packaging preserve the product over time under various conditions, as well as the consumer tasting. You have to gather as much as consumer feedback on the packaging design and its functionality. So this can include some focus groups, some surveys, and test market launches to evaluate consumer acceptance and willingness to purchase. So usually the first time you produce your product, you have a certain minimum number of quantity, for example, 1,000 units, and this first 1,000 units with your design and the product behavior, you will test that you will have 1,000 maximum feedback on how the packaging affected the consumers' uh, desire to buy or the consumer perceptions towards the product, right? So each of these steps are critical in ensuring that the chosen packaging not only meets the needs of the product and adheres to the legal standards, but also resonates with the consumer and is feasible to produce from time to time in terms of the production and cost effective. So this comprehensive approach helps in developing effective, safe, and marketable food packaging solutions for your product. Here we are on the last topic of this part, which is the innovations of the future. So, interestingly, as we have discussed earlier on, in 2050, we know the human population will jump up to 11 billion, and we have to have these innovations in how we produce our food and how we package it, how we deliver it, and how we store it, and along the pipeline of the food production. So interestingly, there will be several innovations, and this is some of it, and not limited to. The first one is the nanotechnology in packaging. So it will involve using nanoscale material to enhance the packaging properties like the strength, the barrier, the protections, and the antimicrobial activity. And we have seen some of the packaging material like the nano clay composite in plastic films to improve barrier properties, the silver nanoparticles for their antimicrobial effect, and the nano sensor to detect the existence of the pathogens in your food. And for the future application or potential of this nanotechnology, I think more and more product is now developing towards a safer nanomaterials that lead to longer shelf life and as well as to improve its safety. We have also seen the active packaging. Um, this is when the packaging itself actively interacts with the food or its environment to extend the shelf life or improve the safety. For example, they have included oxygen scavengers in the packaging to reduce spoilage, moisture control packets, and antimicrobial agents integrated into packaging material itself. So this is a future of sophisticated active packing system that can respond to environmental changes and provide a better preservation methods for the food quality. There is also intelligent packaging. What it does is that it incorporates features to provide information about the conditions of the product and its environment. For example, time temperature indicator that change color when a product is no longer safe to be consumed, or the freshness sensor, or the RFID text for supply chain monitor. And I think for the future potential, you will, or the consumer will have a smartphone that provide them with real-time informations about their food quality and safety. So it's quite interesting on this part here. And number four, customized 3D printed packaging. Basically, I think these days also you have seen how the 3D printer affected industries like constructions. and um, manufacturing. Now you will see also the 3D printing technology used to customize packaging solutions. For example, we have personalized bottle shapes, on-demand production of packaging, or limited runs or special events. So what it does is that it's very personalized to you. So everyone will have their own supplement food enhance that is very much usable for them based on their need. And we also have this augmented reality packaging. They uses AR technology to provide interactive experience. For example, they have AR label food when viewed through the smartphone app. It will provide additional information like they display the recipe or interactive games. And this is very much interactions and consumer engagement. Number six, also self-cooling and self-heating packaging. Packaging that can change its temperature to either cool or heat the product. So example, you have self-heating coffee cans, self-cooling dessert can. And I think we have seen these useful self-heating meals, especially used for disasters like flood disasters, and we can provide them with packages of food where you have to just press, crack a heater elements or add on water to activate the heating materials. And then there are also these smart storages like a personal fridge equipped with smart sensor. So it's monitor what's come in and what comes out of your fridge. It might also give you a monitoring of how good your food are or which one is entering the expiring date. So they will actually remind you, and all this will actually decrease or reduce the waste of food that we have currently, and it is very much personalized basis. So probably we might not need as much as food that we were afraid of because all food are actually um, less wastage and very personalized. So these innovations represent the cutting edge of food packaging. They are geared towards enhancing food safety, as you can see, reducing the waste, improving consumer convenience, and providing valuable informations both to the supply chain as well as the end customer. And as technology continues to evolve, likely will become more refined and widely adopted, leading to significant changes in how we package, store, and interact with our food. So that's it. That's us for this topic of food packaging. As we wrap this up, our exploration of food packaging, we have seen how it's not just about containment, but about safety, sustainability, and consumer experience. And the innovation that we have mentioned or discussed just now are just going to revolutionize how we interact with our food. And these advancements are crucial for food safety, environmental sustainability, and enhancing our overall experience. So remember, the packaging choices that we make impact the journey of our food and by extension our health and our environment. So let's carry forward the insights from this class, embracing sustainability and innovative packaging solutions, because indeed you are what you eat, along with the entire journey of its life. Right. Thank you so much for your um, thoughtful participation.